Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam77. As you may remember, King Prachinapatis asked Narada to help him get free from the bondage of karma. "Please help me," he said. Narada said, "By performing yagnas, which are so many that it is easier to count the grains of sand on the shore of the sea. Do you know what you have gained so far? I will show you." The sage led the king to the terrace of the palace. With his yogic power, he summoned the cows which the king had sacrificed for so long. "Look," said Narada, "look at the thousands and thousands of cows which you have killed thus far in the name of Yagna. They are waiting for you to die so that they can wreak their vengeance on you. They're so angry with you that they are just waiting to gore you with their horns, which are hard and firm as rods of iron." The king looked at them and then at Narada. He spoke not a word. Narada led him back to the interior of the palace and said, "I will relate to you the story of Puranjana, which is as old as the hills. Listen to it carefully and you will enjoy it. It is a very beautiful story about a handsome man and a lovely damsel. Sit and listen to me." 50. The story of Puranjana. There was once a famous king by name Puranjana. He had a friend whose name was Avinyata. This friend had earned the name because no one knew him, what he did, where he went, how he acted. His presence was unknown to everyone, and unless one thought of him and asked him to be with him, he would not make an appearance. Puranjana and he were great friends. In fact, they were considered by everyone as the inseparables. They would ever be together, and so it was for a long while. As time went on, Puranjana became restless. Avinyata was not. Though he was warned by his friend, Puranjana left his home and the company of his friend and went in search of a new home, a new dwelling place. He wanted a city fit enough to be ruled by him, and he searched all the world over for it. For a long time he wandered in search of a city for himself. He traveled far and wide, and yet he could not find what he was looking for. He was very unhappy, since many of the places he found and even tried were not good enough for him to stay in. And so he kept on traveling. Once on the southern slopes of the Himalaya, he found a city. It was a beautiful city. 9 gateways adorned it. There were many turrets, and there was a great wall around it. Lovely gardens were to be found everywhere, and all around the city was dug a moat. The houses in the city were well designed. They were built out of gold, silver, and iron, and inlaid with precious stones, sapphires, crystals, amethysts, pearls, emeralds, and rubies. There was a mansion with 7 floors. The streets were wide and large. There was a marketplace, there were bazaars, and there were gambling places in plenty. Pillars adorned with corals and silks were to be found everywhere. The city was called Bhogavati. Adjoining the city was a heavenly garden. All the trees of heaven were found there. The birds and the bees vied with each other in making sweet music. There was a lake, and across the lake blew a pleasant, cool breeze. The breeze was laden with the perfume of innumerable flowers. The trees on the edge of the lake made the place delightfully shady and inviting. The cuckoos were making sweet music in the mango grove, and the king, Puranjana, wandered around drinking in the beauty of the place. All of a sudden there came within his sight a beautiful woman. He thought that she was a heavenly damsel. Her form was captivating. Her eyes, her face, her lips, her hips, and her lovely curves were intoxicatingly lovely. lovely. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.